Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this video of us going over price action for today and looking at the levels that we have built through our system and what is going on with BTC. That's what everybody keeps asking. Are we going down? Are we going up? What is going on? There's a lot of energy in the space still. You can see there's heavy buyers, and that's what I want to show you today is why we can see that there's heavy buyers coming in. This weekend showed us everything that we needed to know, and then let's also look at that weekly candle close and analyze that as well, and just take kind of look at what just happened and answer some of those questions of where the key levels are, which we like to point out. So let's jump into the charts. You can see here on this 15-minute chart of what happened today. A lot of nothing. Whoa. And you might be like, okay, well, why am I on this video? Well, let me, like I said, let's look through the weekend. Let's see why price action where is at and why we didn't get anything today, and why it's sideways, right? Because we already got the big run. You can see it. It just had this major run up here in the morning. So I'm Central Standard Time, and that was like 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. This candle just went straight up. That was the move for the day. Nice thing is this came through with vengeance of what we needed to see from all of last week. And you can see right here, I have these little yellow shaded areas. That's a more advanced type tool that we're starting to use. This is from all of last week. This is where the high energy sat at near the end of the week, and this was near the bottom. Well, let's go back a little bit in time, right? And you might say, okay, well, what was the levels at? Oh, yep, you know what? Let me show you. Let's go ahead and open up Sunday, and it'll move the levels. So you can see this is a more advanced app that we're running. It gives us a lot better energy of what's going on in the space here. So you can see right down here, we did have that lower area that I was talking about. You also can see the breakdown area on the breakdown trigger, the purple. And then you can see right here in this zone where we have the last weekly high energy in this area is the breakout trigger. So Saturday, we had a nice little drop. It came right through this area, came down, tested it, and started to break down. Could not get below this lower area. Sunday, we came on through, got into the evening, and once we started to break below this, you could look at taking a trade. Now, this should have been when the bears kicked in, because there was nothing below it at this point. It had already traded all week long trying to get down there. It broke and on Sunday, and it did not go anywhere really. It just fell a little bit. We did get some wicks down in these lower areas, basically 67,300 or so. Came right back up, tested it again, broke. That's when you figured, okay, well, we got the break back test and then we broke. Why wouldn't it gone? Well, that's because there's the big institutions. There's big money coming into space. They're buying up. They're not going to let people have this 65,000. Everybody wants 65,000, right? That's what you keep hearing everybody talk about. It's not going to be that easy. If you're watching the charts, they're already showing exhaustion on the selling, and you should have free falled here. Then through the night, we came all the way back up. This is Monday morning. It comes down again and tries to push it. Again, buyers kicked in, bought it up. You can see that we made the higher low, bought it up, and then there's really no reason to say why this candle just kicked in like this, except there's a lot of tension saying if we can't go down, we're going to go up, basically, right? It snapped up and ran very hard right through all the key levels of that would have been resistance and just fired right through it. We got the drawdown, and then we got to start taking the trade, and so on and so forth. It did run up. I mean, you could have grabbed this last little leg if that's what you were looking for, but be careful when you're trading there because you do want to wait for this 30-minute candle when the New York Stock Exchange opens, which is they open up at 9:30 Eastern time. In my case, it's 8:30. That's why I marked this candle. That first 15 minutes of that time frame, I don't want to touch. But by the time it actually got up there, you're already up in this high candle. So you would have had to try to like grab this wick if you made sense. I don't know why you would have, but you got that little wick and you could have ran it up to target 2. No way. The chart's already telling you don't trade. The other thing is I will point out on our system here in the site, you can take a look at this. And as you're looking at this, you can see that let me open this up here for you. As you can see, it's really no reason for you to get too excited about this. So you have the radar that comes through. You have the levels sitting in here. You can already see that it's saying it wants to go up, but it's actually favoring the short side. And that's because we just came through a week of bears again. We're also in the rolling 1 hour candles. We're bearish, bearish, bearish. Now, not after today. Tomorrow we'll be actually showing bullish again. So that's why you want to have the macro and the micro. The micro is the short rolling. It's a rolling weekly hour candle. So it's catching when the shift starts to happen. The macro bearish is a weekly candle close. So we just had one. We had a bullish one the week before, and now we're back in the bearish one. But if we're going to start to climb out of this is why you have the macro here over the micro, the micro over the macro, right? So this is long term and short term. So we'll see this turn for sure. Then you're going to look at taking longs. Right now, this was saying you want to look at shorts, shorts, shorts. And it was telling you could take longs, but really it's showing you that this extension on this percentage of the gap, so I'm not getting into that too much, it's already exhausted. It did give you, it favored the longs for you. You could have copied this. Let me jump back over to the site now. From there, we can go and take a look at this. That's where this is marked on here. Our indicator, you can put that on there. That's all about making it easy. You just hit a copy button, paste it in an indicator, it's on the chart. Same with all the levels, all the fanciness you see on here with all the different colors. That's all under the indicator that we build, and then you just interact, right? And I just went through all that. So key levels, hey, where we're going to go, what's going on, what can we see here? Well, we know right now that the defense kicked in around that 67,000, but really we know around that 68,200. It's always been strength down there. You can see that's where the war happened. Boom, it pushed it up. We knew we had to get back above that, 70,000, right around there, 70,000 to 72,000 is kind of in the war that you're in right now. We get above that and we're back up to the races again. And yeah, there's still some trauma that you have to get through, but look how fast the daily broke down on the Saturday. There's the Sunday. We've snapped up on the Monday candle, closed above the 21 again, finally, within a few days, and now we're back sitting on it again. Things are looking more bullish than bearish. The 22 hour, we're watching that. I want to see it get back above this key 21 again. Kind of 21 typically plays out where the daily is going to go. Then we can start wrestling with this 78,000 level. This is technically just stair-stepping up, right? So you had lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and we just keep building. If we started to break down into that 65,000 level, we're going to take this out, and then we would start looking at weekly bearish. We've already talked about those levels. We know right now it's going to come for at least that 74,000, 75,000. That's right where this is sitting. We definitely are going to just make another higher high and make another lower high and just keep stair-stepping out of here. And of course, it's going to get more and more aggressive as it climbs through these levels because there's less friction up there as it gets higher. So really, I'm looking at the daily, and we know that this is the big move right now is 92,000 as we run up. The other neat thing that I want to show you is, let's jump out to the weekly, is look at this 200 coming up. It's still just coming up. Nice vengeance, kind of a solid upwards movement. It's keep getting more and more pressure on the charts. It's right around that 60,000 right now, basically where we already wicked down. This is coming up. These candles look like even if they start to stack out, it looks like we're going to start to get carried. Obviously, we do have the pressure of the 21 coming down, so the weekly is still sitting in that neutral state. We need to get above this 21. But this could easily start to come down and curl. And in the meantime, we sit up in this upper 70, mid 80 level, even into that 90 level, as things start to transition that we were just talking about. So those are key areas that you're looking for. So again, right now we know it's what I was talking about earlier in the current trade. If we start to lose that, we could easily start to break down, start going through that 65,000 level, and then coming down and testing this 21, and then yeah, that could get bad. Let's see if we can start getting above the higher time frames. Right, so the 21, we've got it back above it on the daily. The 2-day, we're above it. The 3-day, let's cycle this back over. Let's get above this, or let price action start to get cupped by this 21. the more that happens, the stronger this could go up. The 3-day is one of a key chart when you're looking at crypto. And we could say, okay, well, I would not be surprised if we see 92,000. Easily could get sucked up into that area of the 3-day chart. This is what we could be looking at. Something in here and then right up in that area. I wouldn't think it would take much because look how this was a fast drop. As we clear through this area and show strength, this could just come up pretty fast. There's not a lot that's going to hold us back in that 3-day chart. Once we get back above this area and show strength, and then we can start to build out. Of course, we can start to trade back again. That would create a kind of a cup there, make the handle idea, boom, keep building. That's just long time frames. It's going to be slower to do that. So let's get back into going down into the 4-hour. The 4-hour got above key support. So open up this chart here for you, and I'm drawing all over it. Let's go ahead and move this around. There we go. There is the 200. There is the 21. Look at that. Everybody was saying, as we're coming into the weekend, that's why you got to be careful with the weekends. Do not let the weekend be the decision maker for you when you're losing key support. Like this right here, you lost the 4-hour, you lose the 4-hour 21. If you got the 20 or the 200, you got the 21 coming down. This looks so bearish, and it just held on and just fired back through on a Monday. Woo! That's what you want to see. Nice strength came up, and the rest is history, right? This is right here on the weekly. You can see how it came right through all this support right here, or resistance, depending on where the price action was. Obviously, it broke right through it all and said no way. The 1 hour right now, we still have the 21 right, or 200 right up here. We have the 21 coming up into it. Definitely looks like it's flagging. And this is what I would be kind of watching for. I'm not going to get too aggressive on this. We could play around in this area. This is showing that it might build out. This may take the evening to build out. It may never really move. But tomorrow I do see a possible move coming in on Tuesday. And I am kind of excited for that because I want to get some trading on. That's why we do this, is get trades. So there you go. Mark this bad boy up. Something like that puts us right up at that 75,000. We're just talking about that on the levels, right? Puts us in a pretty strong spot here. This looks like it's cooking. And the reason why I'm going to say don't jump into this too quick, because this could come down and suck out this lower area. Do a breakdown. This could go up and start to break out, and then be careful. Like, let's let it set up. And right now is not the time to set up. Let's let it up in the morning when it's high energy and take out this area. I'd already showed you this area right here is pretty darn strong because this is all last week's energy right here. This is a pretty solid floor that we're looking at right now at that 70,000. So this could come down and just bounce and build. And you could be looking more at this kind of a flagging pattern through here. So let's just get rid of that and make this look a little prettier. It could be more of this kind of flag that's going to get built out here, just a bigger flag on the time frames. Still the same scenario, but you could be looking at more something like this, and this could easily trade through here, break down, get the 21 that kind of curls during all that time frame. It's a lot of hours, right? That's at least 12-hour plus, so we're just wait for that to play out, and we'll watch for that as it happens. And then again, that takes us back into the 15-minute, and we already kind of went through that for the day. So this definitely looks like it could just bleed down, catch its 21 or 200 even down in this area that we were talking about. This starts to come up. This grinds down. You get price action, everything coming together, gets nice and tight. That's what you want. Tight price action, getting very close, and expansion. You saw it right down here. Let's see it when it gets nice with the 200 sitting next to it. We're really going to see a solid move. That's what I'm looking forward to. So that's kind of what I'm looking. That's what I'm kind of looking at right now. Definitely on the bullish behavior, and let's start grinding out of this and snapping up and taking out some key areas. So, all right, guys, I'll go ahead and leave you to it. We kind of went through the price action today, kind of key levels, what we're kind of looking for here on the Tuesday and Wednesday through the price action. Let's see how that sets up. So I'll go ahead and leave you to it. All right, guys, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.